Hello and welcome to the second Forge Florence Evercast. I'm your host Swkoll, and today we're looking at another ranked game between Congreve and Voodoo on Sentry Point. Keyboard isn't working for some reason. There it is. Alright, so we're seeing first land, and not really telling us much of a billboard there. Congreve going first 2 P-gens, 3 mexes, and then out. We're seeing an early scout out from Congreve, sending to the middle. See raiding groups, engineers. Important things to know about this map: 3 choke points and a full-size base at the bottom of the map. This is usually a 1v1v1 map, so that's important. Second thing, massive amounts of mass in the middle here. We got Titans in the dead Titans in the middle, protected by T1 point defense and T1 anti-air. So now we're seeing a tank come out, distracted by mech marines, allowing the engineer to live and move on. We're now seeing Voodoo rush the Hydro. Congreve already has the Hydro. It's now starting its work on his second factory. Voodoo should have a slight mass advantage at this point. Now we're seeing a raiding group in from Congreve. 2 tanks and a Snoop. Engineer to the top. Not much place to the bottom yet, but this engineer and this engineer, they've got a lot to do. Both trying to take this middle point. We'll see how that goes out. Now we're seeing this raiding group be surprisingly successful, going all the way into Voodoo's base. ACU should clean that up, though. Half killed the mechs. And surprisingly little damage. Now we're seeing Artie coming out. Should be microed to take out these T1 point defense. Second Hydro almost finished for Congreve, and just about to be started for Voodoo. ACU is building a mech, multiple mexes, and then it will run right into Congreve's base. Now we're seeing the T1 point defense go down in the middle. Important thing is, whoever gets these down essentially can win the game solely on this mass here. Now we're seeing an engineer coming. This engineer may very well win the game for Voodoo if Congreve does not adjust to counter this engineer just coming in, about to claim all this mass. Not really being contested, but we're seeing a sizable force on the bottom here between Voodoo and Congreve. Congreve should win it. Superior numbers and all. This should give the cover Congreve's engineer needs to come in and build the point defense. This engineer is being moved against by 4 strikers and a Lobo. Lobo's now coming out to take out this T1 point defense, and probably that radar as well. Voodoo pushes to take out the mechs. This engineer has come in, grabbed most of the T3 siege bots, now going to continue to move out. This is going to be serious problems for Congreve if you can't do something about this quick. Voodoo, loads of mass, having trouble utilizing it without a lot of power. But he can probably figure it away with his eco skills. Now force from Voodoo just running past the engineers in force. NGs have a chance to build the point defense now. Voodoo forces are in Congreve's base. Shouldn't be able to do too much. Might take out this engineer on the power spam, though. And the engineer goes down, preventing any power spam temporarily. Now over on Voodoo, we're seeing he's getting the gun. With the gun, we'll need to see some counter from Congreve. Is he getting... Nope, he's sitting around. No upgrades for him. Now we're seeing massive forces from Voodoo. Took out this force from Congreve. Now pushing in with this force, and this force will come around. Great tactical movement, also attacking through the top and the side. So 4 simultaneous attack forces from Voodoo, whereas Congreve is grouped in right here with his ACU trying to fend off this point. Now Tech 2 land, right here. Quick Tech 2 land from Voodoo, minute 8. Ari pumping out Mongoose. We get some power out. Maybe we'll see some... If he gets some NGs out, maybe we'll see some T2 point defense and T2 power. Get some shields, cover this force. Make it almost invincible. Now we're seeing Voodoo's ACU with gun moving out in the middle with a Tech 2 force. But simultaneously, a force from Congreve is coming in through the bottom. Should take out these mexes, take out this groups of engineers. Now a sizable force from Voodoo moving in to protect it. Looks like he's bringing 3 Mongoose. T2 flak out. Despite Congreve lacking any sort of air force. Just wants to be safe though. Voodoo's kiting Congreve's ACU with the gun. Taking out units. And right here we're seeing some great Mongoose micro. He runs them in when it's safe, and then he pulls them back as the ACU advances. Right there. Runs them back. Excellent overcharge to take out the shield though. Surprisingly, Congreve's bottom land force wins out against Voodoo's Tech 1 land force, but now we're seeing 2 Mongoose escaping. They'll probably take out this engineer, mexes all the way through. Now we're seeing shields. Congreve going quite low on health, down to 1,000 health, getting stuck on Tech 1 units. Voodoo is now attempting to kite successfully. Shields back up. Mongoose takes out the ACU. So superior mass in the middle. Voodoo's getting huge amounts of reclaim to get Tech 2 land, Tech 2 mexes, lots of mass. Give him the superior advantage over Congreve's forces. So thank you for watching this Forged Alliance Forever cast. I have been your host, Swkoll, and if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. And remember to like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. And thank you for watching.